things to do. So I thought, what I'll do a video. I want to see what equipment you take with you. Do I take too much? I'm going to show you what I take with me. And I want me to tell you, what do you take? Do you take what I take? Do you take less? Do you take more? I want to show you a couple of finds as well that I got before the lockdown. I had some videos done, sort of half-made video. I keep having trouble with my phone, so I had to update my phone, and like an idiot I forgot to back up everything. So when I updated my phone, I come to it and all the video clips are gone. So I'm going to show you these finds that I had, show you my kit. Let's see what you think about what this kit I've got, and do you take just as much? Just crack it on. Hi guys, these were the finds I had. Lovely, lovely, would have been fantastic looking silver plate, gold plate typing. Holding your type together. Where are you off? A 1937 halfpenny, George the 6th, and then this belting whistle. That's actually, the end's not bent, it's actually come off. I've managed to put it back in, but it has actually broken away. I think that's why it was lost. Someone's tried to weld it, but obviously it broke again, so they were left with the chain and they lost the whistle. Fantastic thing. Now I've tried blowing that. I've tried blowing that as hard as I can and it don't whistle. So the whistle's whistled, its last whistle. So those were the finds. Let's crack on with the kit. It don't work.
A few minutes later.
Right guys, I'll start with my kit. First thing, bag. Now what I tend to do with this bag, I do load my bag up, but I don't carry it around with me. I tend to find a nice little shaded spot or a spot, and I just put my bag there and I work from my bag, and I use my bag as like a base. I keep all my drinks. I keep going back to my bag. Just keep going back to my bag and I use it rather than lugging this around, because it's heavy when I've got like a sugary drinking. I'm a diabetic, so I have to take a sugary drink. I have a standard normal drink, and I always take a flask. So by the time I've loaded that up, it's got some weight to it. Just drinks, let alone snacks or anything else. It's a great bag though. And then what I do, I tend to like put this in a corner and just leave it, and I keep going back to it, back to it, back to it. Now the one tip I would say, and it has happened to me before, I left my bag on a path, well, by the path. It wasn't on the path, it was away from the path. And I left some food in it, and I went down the end of the field to go do some digging. And when I got down to the bottom of the field, a woman come past with a dog, and she said, "Oh, is that your bag in the corner?" And I said, "What, by the tree?" She says, "Yeah, but the one by the tree." I said, "Yeah, that's my bag." She said, "My dog's just at your dinner." I said, "Beg your pardon?" She says, "Yeah, my dog's rummaged for your bag, and I think she's at my dinner." So I thought, I better go and investigate this. So I walked back up to my bag, and the dog had ate my dinner. It left the pie tray and the plastic just ate the pies, but it had ripped a massive hole in the front to get at these pies. I can't really blame the dog. It's just dog being a dog. I have got a video about it somewhere if you check out further on down. I'll put a link to this bag. All the links to these bits will be in the description box below, in case you don't have to, but if you want to go check them out. I got this bag on a deal. It was about a tenner. It's one of these that you can plug your wires into, and you put a battery in there, which I'll show you in a second, and you can charge all your stuff up from it. It's a kind of a, you don't necessarily need to, but it's a bit of a, if you wanted to. Let me show you. This is a battery, guys. It's something like 30,000 megawattage somethings, whatever it is. Again, I bought this off Amazon. I'll put the link below. This thing will charge my phone. I can plug in my charging port for the Deus, and if I needed to, I could charge my coil, my headphones, and my control box. If it ever runs out of power. It doesn't normally with me because it's all fully charged before I go, but if I was on a bigger dig or I was on like a detecting weekend or something, I could take this and then I could charge my equipment up. Okay, because the Deus doesn't take batteries, so if you don't charge it up, it ain't going anywhere. It's not like one of the Garrett speaking what new batteries in it. You've got to charge this thing up. So I bought that for my bag. It's come in handy a few times, especially with this phone the way it's being at the moment. You always need your phone. So that's the bag. and the battery.
5 minutes later.
Right, the spade I use is a Blackadder. I won this in a competition, a giveaway by Hendrik. I wasn't sure about it at first, but now I've used it, it is awesome. It's a brilliant spade, that is. A lot of people don't like the shorter spades. I do. I love my shorter spades. I can carry it around easy. It's nothing. It's got a bit of weight to it because it's well made, but I just don't like it. I'm used to small shovels. And sometimes when you're used to something, you carry on with what you're used to, if you see what I'm saying. So that's my shovel that I take. This jacket is a padded body warmer. Now I won't take this obviously in summer because it's going to be a little bit too hot, but you still want to stay covered up even in the summer months. People tend to go around the fields in shorts, t-shirts and God knows what, which is good, but those midges, horseflies will get you. They will bite you and they will bite your legs and you will spend the rest of the week itching, okay? So even in summer, I'm covered up. All right, I might have my arms showing, but my legs are certainly covered up. Certainly covered up. In this, I've attached my pro pointer. It's all there, ready to go. So it's in my pocket. I don't tend to use the holster that came with it because I broke it. I attached it to my belt. And every time I got in my car, because I forgot, I just ripped it off my belt. I was sick of trying to stick it together. So now I either attach that to my belt and put it in my pocket, or I attach it to my body warmer and I keep it in the pocket there. And it's just a hand, I go straight to it, it's there, back in pocket, straight to it, back in pocket. I also keep my fines in this pocket. All my junk fines tend to go in there. Better fines go in the zip pockets at the top, so they're nice and safe. I don't tend to wear fines bags because after a while they get too heavy and they just pull, especially with me, they just pull down my leg and I'm tripping over them. So I don't tend to use fines bags as such, so it's down to you, it's your preference.
Meanwhile.
Right, down to me boots. My boots are like a assault style boot, leather, waterproof. They haven't got steel, obviously they haven't got steel toe caps in, but they're nice and strong boot. Now I always wear boots simply because I know people can wear wellies and stuff like that, but if you go out in wellies, and in some of the fields I've got, the mud's that deep that you'll stick your foot in that mud, you'll pull your foot out, your welly will still be stuck in that mud, guaranteed. And you're carrying around, like with my Deus, it's 700 quid metal detector. I don't want to be balancing on one foot with a spade and all the other kit. Okay, so I always wear boots, and I always wear these boots in summer as well, because it just keeps those insects off you. Nice sturdy, they're light as hell. These new ones are light as heck. You can hardly feel that you're on your feet. But once those are tied on, the are coming off. Stick it to your feet, and I've marched through some, you've seen in my videos, I've marched through some right swamps with these things, and it's been all nice, and they've stayed on my feet. I've had to come home and clean them like I have recently. Cracking little boots. Again, the link to these boots, like I say, you don't have to buy them. I'm just going to put the links to the stuff I've got, and if you do, you know where to go. Right guys, the detector itself, the main piece of equipment, okay, I've gone for the Deus ORX. One of the reasons being is because it is the lightest detector on the market. It is the lightest detector on the market. It's not waterproof, I'll tell you that now. It's not waterproof, but I'm not, other than rain and showers and a few muddy pools, I'm not taking this thing underwater. I don't do underwater metal detecting. So I went for this because it's the lightest, and it's enabled me now with some of the problems I've got to stay out detecting a lot longer than what I would have done. Now the Euro-ACE wasn't heavy, don't get me wrong, the Euro-ACE wasn't heavy, but this is just ultra light, ultra sensitive, high definition coil, and it's just, you know, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. I've used heavier mops. It's so light, so responsive, good readout. Now when you're picking a metal detector, people are going to tell you all sorts, get this, get that, get this, get that. When you do your research, don't just go on Facebook and put what's the best start metal detector. You need to think how much you're going to use it. How much you're going to use it. If you're only going to go out every once in a while, you don't need to be spending 800-900 quid. Yeah? A Garrett Ace 150 for 130 quid is going to do the job. Okay? And just research, you're going to go to the beach. If you're going to go to the beach, you want a metal detector that sits well on the beach. Okay, if you're going to do more pasture, you want one that suits the pasture. I know there's a lot out there to choose from. And if you ask anybody, they're all going to say, mine's the best, mine's the best, mine's the best. Yeah? I've always been brought up with Garretts. I've always liked my Garretts. I went from a 150 to a Euro-ACE, now to this. And I love my Euro-ACE. My Euro-ACE did exactly what I wanted it to do. Great depth. The only difference is the Euro-ACE has got all the technology. Now all this new technology is coming in, the wireless technology. This is ultra sensitive. If you check out my last videos with the wood hunts, you'll see this. It picks up those tiny little targets in amongst all the crap, where the Euro-ACE kind of got a bit confused. It'd pick up that target and it'd give you signals that you wouldn't necessarily or ordinarily dig, where this can separate those targets. Now I'm not saying everybody should rush out and go and get one of these. It suits me. It might not necessarily suit you. It might not, because this coil is a lot smaller than it looks on the video, and I would have liked a bigger coil. This is nice, don't get me wrong, I like this coil, but I would have liked it at least, well, bigger. So get the machine that you think is going to sit. Of course, ask people for information. How does yours work on the beach? How does it work in the pasture? What's the battery life like? What all stuff like that. Don't just go for the first person who says get this because. And I've had a lot of comments on some of the videos I've done where you should have got this detector, and I ask them why, and they don't say why because they don't know. They just, oh, this is the one you should have had. I'm not going to mention any brands or any names. Okay, so that's your detector. So that's about all the equipment I take. Thanks for looking in. Just tell me what you take. I'm interested in to know. I love to see what people take, what equipment they take. Some people take nothing, just take a metal detector and a spade and off they go. Now I can't necessarily do that, but some people can get away with that. So let me know in the comments. What do you take? Hi guys, so thanks for looking in. That's my equipment. And please again, let me know. Hi guys, thanks for looking in. So let me know in the comments below, what do you take? I am actually generally interested in what people take. Now please guys, stay in, stay safe. Okay, it's the best advice we've been given so far. Just stay in, stay safe. The more that people stay in, the quicker we can get out, because the cases will come down, and when the cases of COVID-19 come down, they'll start relaxing it and we can start going out more. If people keep going out and trying to find ways of going out, trying to find ways around things, this virus it'll take longer, okay, to finish. Plus, if you do go out and you catch something that you wouldn't have got if you stayed at home, you're going to put that strain on the NHS. The government's saying stop, don't push strain on the NHS, because there's only so much equipment, only so many ventilators they've got, and if you catch something because you've been out metal detecting and you haven't got a ventilator, you're putting your own life at risk. It's easy to stay in. You can watch this video. Stay in, stay indoors, stay safe. Let's crack on to the next.
What we do here is go back.